Hi, this is James from Tabletop Gaming Guild, and today we're going to have a different type of video. Today we're going to do a basically unboxing of Avatar Legends, and this is going to be by Magpie Games, and this is an RPG. I don't often play RPGs. I'm more of a board game type of person, but I love Avatar, and I love the idea of being able to like GM a Avatar setting style RPG. So I was super excited about this. And this Kickstarter, I got the Otter Pledge, so you're gonna be looking at the Otter Pledge when I unbox, but I mean, I'm just gonna get down the table here and show you all that you get with this Otter Pledge and the different books and stuff that I got. There was higher pledges on there that I didn't get. I think the one was had obsidian dice, which looked amazing, but I believe that one cost $300, and that was just a lot. So let's go ahead down the table here. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and show you all that came with the penguin otter, right? Penguin otter, yeah, pledge level, and yeah, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on this. All right, so this is the Avatar Legends Penguin Otter Pledge that I got. I just wanted to show off some of the stuff, and instead of just my normal videos where I just show you what's inside there, I wanted to talk a little bit about it because I am super excited about this RPG. I don't actually play very many RPG games, but I'm starting to get into them, and this is definitely a universe slash theme slash IP that I really get into. So I'm really excited about running some Avatar Legends sessions. This is the bag they get, so this is the dice bag you get with it. You're also going to get this deck of combat cards. Now, if you got one of the higher pledges, you could have got obsidian dice, sort of like a nod to Sokka, I guess, sword, but it was really expensive. So I ended up just getting the Penguin Otter Pledge, which you just get everything you really need to play the game. Not really missing out on anything. I didn't get the custom core book covers, but the only difference was the custom core book cover and the dice. I did get dice, but they're not, they're not stone, so there's that. And this is really hard to open for me for some reason. But this is the deck of combat action cards. So you could use this during the RPG. I don't actually haven't read the core book yet. I know the digital version was available to all backers. It was available to me, but I didn't actually read it. Because I wanted just to read it when it came in, because I am a physical book person, and I'm not sure how much I'm really going to get into all this going to PDF form. I'm sure that's fine for most people, but I need a physical book for some reason. Anyway, so this is the combat cards for Ankh, sorry. Test balance, strike, ready, roll with focus. So here's some for Korra. So they seem about the same. Zuko. Some for Toph. Tenzin. Now it's really cool that they have a whole section on like main characters that can show up as NPCs. So they have that all in there. I don't think in any of my campaigns I'm really gonna have any characters from the main Avatar series show up. I sort of just want them to be able to do their own thing in the universe. Maybe I'll have like an aside where they have an event or something occur because of one of the main characters. And there's 3 different eras that you can play in for Avatar, the core book. So I'll show you that in a second. Compared. It's all impaired statuses. This is empowered statuses. This is trap statuses. No giant moose thing to crush you though. This is inspired status. This is stunned status. And this is prepared status. Okay, so that is the combat action deck. I'm not entirely sure exactly how this works into the game. I mean, the status stuff's pretty simple. But the main character cards, I don't know. We'll see. This is the dice pack that you get with the game. This is the penguin otter pledge again, so this isn't the stone dice, which come in a giant little container to hold them, that I'm sure is made out of something amazing. But I have this really cool dice bag that I can place these dice in. Alright, here's some dice. All six-sided dice. It'll be interesting to see how this RPG works. It's definitely a D6 RPG. I'm guessing it's going to be some sort of dice pool system, but I don't know. I'll find out. Alright, these we'll go through real quick. You just get a bunch of notebooks. One of them has a specific cover. The other ones are just, you know, the different element symbols. You can use these to keep notes and stuff, whatever. So this is cool though. This is going to be the map and the little Paishu piece from Iroh for the Lotus. So that's really cool. Let's get that out of there. Probably throw that in my dice bag too. This map is really, really nice, which is currently upside down. But it has a nice stitch edge to it. It's just a cloth map. I'm going to probably frame it and hang it up in my game room because that's really cool. So when playing sessions, I can point over the map and be like, this is where you're at. Aha. All right, so you also get the adventure book and the core book. The core book is pretty large. As you can see, it's a pretty thick core book. Let's go ahead and I'll show you what's inside this thing. All right, so you have a map on the inside cover, Avatar Legends role-playing game, and you have content. So you have Welcome to the Game, World of the Avatar, Fundamentals of Play, Making Characters, Core Moves, Playbook, Advancement, Running the Game, Seasons and Campaigns, Running Adventures, and the Appendix A and B. The B part's the NPCs I talked about. Kids, they have Kyoshi, they have Roku, they have General Iroh, they have Aang, they have Korra. So, and they have a whole bunch of other ones, but this is going to be Welcome to the Game. Basically tell you what an RPG is, go through the Avatar universe in general. Now you'll know about the 4 elements, but then this also has weapons and technology as the areas you can train in. So you don't have to be a bender. You can be versed in technology or whatever and be an asset to your team in that way. This is going to be the world of the Avatar. It's going to be broken into 3 eras, I believe. There's going to be talking about the 4 nations, talking about here's the water tribes, here's the Earth Kingdom, here's the Fire Nation, here's the air nomads, and basically the world of balance and why there is an Avatar in general. This is going to be navigating the eras. Oh, there's a lot more. Sorry, I'm wrong. There's a Kuroshi era, there's a Roku era, there's a 100-Year War era. Okay, so there's the Aang era, which is going to be after. Well, I mean, if you haven't seen the series at this point, it's, you know, there's going to be the Aang era. So, and then there's going to be the Korra era. And there's going to be the Avatar World, I think it's called, or whatever, is starting up. So there's going to be more. And I'm hoping that this RPG system will keep updating content for all the new Avatar cartoons and live action or whatever comes out. So this is the Kyoshi era. All about that. The nations, how they're affected in this era. the Roku era, of course, the extermination of the air nomads, which should get into there. Water tribes. Oh no, that Roku is not that. I'm sorry. Roku's the fire avatar before the 100-Year War. This is going to get the 100-Year War here is going to get into the extermination of air nomad genocide. Water tribes, Earth Kingdom, Fire Nation. So in effect, if you're going to play in this era, there's no air nomads. So on era, there's going to be air nomads. There's going to be air acolytes here. There's going to be Water Tribe. There's going to be Earth Kingdom. And there's going to be the Fire Nation. This is the core era. This will have all four again. So you'll have your United Republic of Nations. You'll have your Water Tribes. You'll have your Earth Kingdom. You'll have your Fire Nation. And you'll have your Air Nations. Technically, there's going to be 5. Fundamentals of play. This is going to tell you how to frame the scene. Now, from what I understand, this is a very narrative RPG. Cabbage guy. All right. So I'm very excited about that. Here's getting into making characters in general. Choose scope. Outline the your character's past, character concept, names and meanings for the different areas, because they all had different like tribes and stuff, and they had their naming conventions were different for each. So this is going to get over training and fighting styles. You're going to go over your background, all sorts of really cool stuff. There's going to be core moves that you can do throughout, basic moves, tricks, balance moves, custom moves, lots more stuff. We're going to flip through this a little faster. There's going to be a section on here for playbooks. So this is 10 base playbooks. Some of your characters that you can set. Basically, like these are like templated characters that you get an idea from, or you can, I don't know how to word this. So you can have a bold character, and this gives you an idea how to set it up. Basically it. You can have a guardian character, and that's going to be basically how you're going to set it up. The hammer is going to be like your tank, the icon, the idealist, the pillar, the prodigy, the rogue, the successor, and here's the advancement system. It's going to go over. This thing's pretty darn cool. I will say I really like the art in here. Obviously some of the art's directly from the series, but it looks like they did their own art in here too, which I think is really cool. This is going to go into your NPCs. And just flip all through, creating campaign, blah, blah, blah. The main character is going to go over their stats and stuff, and this is, you can photocopy this, or you can actually print this from their website, or they have a digital version that you can download and modify the PDF that way too. So that's a core book. You're going to have your adventure guide here, which is also pretty large. When you go into this, you're going to have it broken into several adventures here. See if we get the table of contents here. The first one's the librarian. Then you have the NPC legend characters. So you're gonna, if you want to have any of them show up, like Zuko or whatnot, this is gonna be the playbooks. Then you're gonna have Earth and Root, which is a season or campaign. I'm not sure. It might be just a one-off. But then you have also Fire and Brimstone, Ash and Steel, Air and Wind, Water and Mist. And I think that if you do all these together, you'll have a campaign. This is where you can go meet the librarian, which is a scary little owl thing that'll eat you. NPC legends. You can go over and get some of these guys to show up if you want in your campaign or session, and there's their stats and more information about them so you can play them correctly in your game. And I don't know if I want to spoil too much for the books itself that you can go through and play, but there's a lot. Okay, so that's what came with my pledge level for Avatar Legends. And I am super, super, super excited to get this to the table. We'll probably do some videos on character creation, and hopefully in the future we're getting new camera set up, and we're gonna do some cool stuff, and we can actually record a play session of this RPG. So stay tuned for that stuff, but in the meantime, thank you for watching.